lake, land, or property, we got you covered. Hey guys, it's Tyler here with Cottage Care. I want you guys to come check this out. So what we got here is this customer bought this house. They're from Chicago. He purchased this home and came on in here, and the landscape hadn't been taken care of in the last 5 to 10 years. So there was mulch in here with grass growing, tiers and random rocks, and it just needed some help. So they called us. We came over, did a consultation with them, and kind of went about all their problems to figure it all out. So basically for here, we replaced this with river rock. There was a stump right there. We removed that. Obviously there was a well right there, so we were able to take care of that, no problem. They wanted some trees trimmed over there, so we did that. This project here is kind of a rock and black mulch theme. But again, here we just matched it with that other side. They had something here existing, we removed it. We had the pest control guy come in. They wanted a pest control system, so we had the other guy, pest control, come install those. They're all along here, but let's not get sidetracked. So the same thing here, they had some sort of blocks or edging. We removed the edging and we replaced it with just a natural. They wanted low maintenance and wanted to keep the cost down. So we just recommended a nice border wall of boulders. Black mulch, there was a shed here and there was a fence over here. We removed this plastic shed and then we removed that fence. So now when you come out of this garage, you can sort of see the lake. Before, you could not see the lake. So then come this way. Then we come into here. This area was all overgrown. There was ivy growing everywhere. And so we're continuing the same rock theme, just throwing down some black mulch. The guys put down some seed, put down some straw. Same with out here where the yard's all damaged. You're gonna see in the video that the yard gets damaged when we do these kind of things. And don't be worried about it. Some of the guys like to throw down mats and plywood and spend all that extra money, but it's no big deal if we tear up your lawn. We're gonna bring some topsoil in and we're gonna fix it. So don't worry about your yard getting tore up. It's gonna get tore up. When we come in somewhere, we're trying to use a 2-track when we go on in. So we're thinking 2 for you. And we're not gonna just take a track here, track there, track everywhere. We're gonna stick in the same line, go back and forth. If it gets rutted, we bring in topsoil, we'll make it right. But same thing here, continuing it. They did a little bit of a switch. So they have this deck going on here, and when it would rain, all the water would fall down, and then you can see this is on a slope. All this water was ending up down at the bottom here. What we did is we removed a lot of the ivy, every bit of ivy. It looks like we need to clean a few more rocks up too. You guys kind of missed that, but I'll get on them later about that. But so we came in here, the guys literally went up under this deck, hands crawling around. And then we ripped out all this ivy. We put down some thick geofabric, and then we topped it with some simplified river rock. No maintenance, low maintenance. Here we had a landscape issue. We needed to update the property, and we had a water issue. So there's a couple different things going on. When you get into projects like these, one thing that I like, and I think that the customers all like too, is we have the capabilities of doing multiple things when we come to your property. There's other guys that do seawall, there's other guys that do deck, and they do a great job, I'm sure. But when you have us come in, we're gonna have all the tools to do anything. It doesn't matter what it is. So as we get talking to the customer about this project, the main thing is a water runoff issue and drainage, and this was getting dirt. You can already see the dirt here just coming through here, right? So, but anyways, let's stay on track. The guy had an old wood stack, old pile of wood right here. You know, we just got rid of that. It's not a huge deal, but we just threw it in. Hey, let us take care of that. Obviously it's rotted and not gonna burn. So back to our water issue. This guy has gutters on the house and they had downspouts, but he didn't have any pipe connected to it, some drain tile. So we ran non-perforated drain tile, and the non-perforated doesn't have holes in it. We ran that all the way down in here. So we brought in an excavator and connected this drain tile from that downspout to a downspout that's over here. We put them into a Y and we ran them out here into a pop-up drain so that they're not going to have water issues. And then what was here is some sort of wooden deck, and kind of out of place and just wasn't fitting, so we just demoed that, smoothed everything out, and we put some topsoil and some seed down. The customer also had these trees here. When they first purchased the property, you couldn't even see out to the lake. So as you can see, we took care of that as well. We came in here with a man lift, 2 guys on chainsaws, and then we had a bobcat with a grapple. And you know, we took care of this tree trimming in 3 hours. This could take somebody else 2 days. Now, and why do I talk about how long it takes us to do something like this? When the customers are asking us for prices and quotes and numbers, they oftentimes say, how much do you charge per hour, or how much is the total cost? But if I were to really tell you the hourly rate, you would say there's no way. But what it is if you're paying $500 an hour or $1,000 an hour, it just has to make sense. So if I say it's $1,000 an hour, we're probably only going to be here 2 hours because we come with the proper equipment. So when we come into these job sites, we're rolling in with at least $300,000 of equipment. That is why we can turn these projects from a 5-day to a 2-day. It's efficiency. We're super efficient. So here we go again. Same difference. Rock wall, black mulch. Put down some seed again, messed up the yard. And we're almost wrapped around the whole house here now and back out to the front. So this was the tail end of the deal, tying all this in under these pine trees. Just a little curb appeal. Just dressing this up a little bit better than what it was. The pine needles come down, and maintaining it and the looks mainly. But so they just wanted a big long rectangular circle here. So that's basically what we did. It's more of a rectangle, and then the ends wrap around. The guys were doing the project, and I came over here and checked in with them just to make sure everything's looking good. And so I recommended that we kind of trim these branches up a little bit. There was a lot of dead branches, and when you're driving on the road, you can't really see the house. So there's just a happy medium of being able to see in, and but not cutting too much out of these trees. So overall, this project was a success. We kept the customer updated the whole time. We sent them updated photos at the end of the day, and the team is constantly taking photos and uploading them to our team, and then the team is putting them on our CRM jobber, and so we have everything in one location. So at the end of the day or the next morning, who's ever in the office, either me or Joe or the admin team, updates the customer, and that way they can be on vacation, you can be in Chicago, you can be anywhere, and we'll come in, take care of your project, and update you on the fly. So if you have a project like this, or if you have just purchased a lake home and you're new to this area and you're looking for a company that's going to be around forever, feel free to reach out and give us a call, 269-316-3526. Or if you're at the office right now, go to cottagecareco.com and send us a request. Bam.